But we have to be real quick with Premier's picks because he is at an event this evening. Premier Brad Wall, how are you?
You guys are stirring it up again.
Yep. I'm just looking at the receiving numbers. Just looking at the receiving numbers, and it's starting to get to the time where Brett Swain, Chaz Schillens, Ryan Smith, Dan DePalma, and of course Eron Riley may never be seen it from or heard from again, but they need to start turning things around in their play to help their quarterback.
You know, as a Raiders fan, I expect that from you, Jamie. I don't mind that at all. But Woodsy, you're not. I mean, I'm a little bit surprised that you've joined in on this.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh,
should I be? Maybe I shouldn't be. That was naive of me.
Yeah, Woodsy is. Yeah. Anyways,
I guess Sheets is having a couple of good days at camp. They day off today in Napa. Raiders are not in camp, but the 2 days with pads. On both days, the reporters were making note of a 29-year-old running back that was the former Grey Cup MVP. He's had a couple of good days, I guess.
Not the same story for Weston Dressler in Kansas City.
I know. I heard that. At least I saw a tweet from that one ESPN journal who was saying that he didn't think he was impressing.
Well, I've been following both cities and their reporters, and you hear a lot more about Corey Sheets in Oakland and his strength and his running ability and his pass-catching ability. In Kansas City, it's not so much that they're talking negatively of Weston Dressler. They're not talking about Weston Dressler at all.
No, you're right. Yeah, that's the difference probably.
Their focus is on a draft pick, Thomas, who they drafted in the 3rd round this year, I do believe, who is starting to show some ability at running back. And then they have Albert Wilson, a young undrafted free agent who's starting to show at receiver. And they have a couple other guys in there, not to mention Dwayne Bowe and Donnie Avery. And, it's going to – if Weston Dressler – well, it's stories for both of them. Get to the games.
That's what I say. Just let's see what they do in the preseason games before you pass judgment.
Because
that's true. But it's interesting to follow camp because, I mean, buzz helps a bit. Although I noted that Coach Dennis Allen, that's the Raiders head coach, for Green Zone listeners, he was saying like how he runs, but didn't think he was pass blocking quite where he should be. About Sheets, of course.
Mm-hmm. As we look at,
I think that was a strength of his. I found that comment strange because I think he was a pretty good pass blocker up here when he, last year.
He was the strength of his game.
Well, he
Matador.
He was better than Hugh Charles. That's definitely a reason. Good luck to the Calgary quarterbacks, by the way, with Hugh Charles in the lineup.
The three of us, if we all stood side by side, would probably be as good as Hugh Charles.
Well, I'd be standing behind you two. That's where I'd be.
It'd be hard to be standing. Well, I think there'd be a fight for who is standing behind who.
A lineup. Yeah.
Well, you're the premier. You can be first.
I think it's in the Bible. The first shall be last.
It's just like running away from a bear in the woods, Premier Wall. You don't have to be the fastest in your group. You just don't want to be the slowest. That's the only problem.
I don't like my chances then.
Looking at the picks themselves as we bring in Gary Nickel here on Premier's Picks, and I have to go back to Twitter to check out Fake Gainer's prediction for this week. And by the way, Fake Gainer starting to make a little bit of a charge. He has gotten 5 correct over the last 2 weeks, so he's 5 for 8.
He won't stop talking about it either. Don't you hate it when guys do that?
There's a rumor on the internet that Fake Gainer's turnaround is coincidental with him refraining from drinking while he makes his picks.
No, he got rid of.
This is an actual rumor that's going around. I've seen it on the Twitter.
He got rid of one of those smart meters off the side of his house. That was.
I thought we were going there today, boys.
We weren't going to talk work at all.
Yeah, gee whiz.
No, Premier Wall, you don't have to talk work, but I just thought I'd throw it in there.
Wow.
I'm in it. All right, I'll start commenting on all the dead air if you guys want. Or you guys will probably throw Jay under the bus.
Break it up, you two.
Okay,
Come on.
Okay.
This is a good time we're supposed to have here. Let's calm down.
This might be a good time for me to cut out here.
Let's get out of here, man.
This is the problem with Raider fans. After 12 years in the desert wandering around, we don't like each other. We don't get along. We're always backbiting.
That black hole. You guys got that black hole mentality.
That's right.
I couldn't resist. I just couldn't resist. Anyways, let's get to the picks here on Premier's Picks.
Oh, hey, quick question. Hot mess of the week. Who we got?
Oh, yeah. I forgot last week, Premier Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Hot mess of the week.
I'm trying to figure that out. I mean, I think let's go with the Lions.
Ooh.
Well, That was a pretty bad outing last weekend.
You know what that means? That means they're going to win this week.
And I'm taking them.
I thought you were going to go with the left tackle of the Toronto Argonauts because, wow, Matt Sewell was terrible.
John, I tweeted that. John Chick, I mean, it was a combination of things. He had a tough game. He absolutely had a tough game. But Chick was also outstanding.
Is that Sir Vincent Rogers' spot? Just out of curiosity?
He was injured, yes. So,
yeah.
Well, that's why that happened. He's the best player.
Threw Sewell in a blindside. And it's a tough assignment when you draw 97, but, he played pretty good as well.
And that's the thing. If you want your son to be knighted, or at least you just name him Sir, and that's how you take care of that.
I love that.
I know you have to run, Premier Wall, and you may never come back after my backhanded comment.
No, of course not.
There's always room at the fan zone for you, Mr. Premier.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Whoa! Don't
see you Saturday.
Don't try to rob the Premier.
Awesome.
I already got Gormley trying to rob the Premier on this segment. I don't need you clowns on the fan zone to go after us either. But anyway, Winnipeg.
Jamie, you're an angry man today.
Yeah, what's wrong? What's up with that?
Cheer up, pal.
Yeah, I got free taco in a bag and margaritas at work today. I shouldn't be that angry.
Really?
It's radio, Premier Wall. It's radio.
We should try that.
Get paid in food and booze.
Let's not try that at the Legend. I think that would make the leader post. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there would be letters to the editor, and people would. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
Let's start the week where it begins tomorrow night. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers in Hamilton in front of 6,000 strong at McMaster University.
Jeez.
Premier Wall, where are you going?
I'm going to pick the Bombers.
Winnipeg, Gary Nickel.
Yeah, I got to. I can't even make that call. The Ticats are a little rough right now.
I am.
Come on, Jamie, do it. Go with it.
Do it, Jamie.
You're very contrarian today.
You're
agreeing with us on every count. Go with the Tiger Cats.
Give in to the dark side.
I'm going to go with fake Gainer and take the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Nice.
There we go. Now they have the new consultant in Montreal, Don Matthews, which we'll talk to Glenn Suter about coming up here. But the Montreal Alouettes against the Toronto Argonauts in Montreal, Premier Wall.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That really is a tough one. I think the Argonauts are going to bounce back. Are they getting any of their? Is Childs or
Sir Vincent Rogers
them coming back?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, they look pretty bad on offense, but it's I'm going to go with the Argonauts.
Going with Toronto. Let's take the tweet machine, as is fake Gainer going with Toronto. Gary Nickel.
I got to take the Owls. It's easy pick.
Easy pick.
Easy pick. Well,
it ain't that
Mr.
easy.
Premier says it's hard, so I just got to say it's easy. That's what I do. Easy as pie.
I want to take Toronto, but I'm going to agree with
Jamie.
Gary Nickel.
Do
Yikes! But I'll take Montreal.
Like Darth Sidious over here.
I just like their defense. I think their defense may outscore their offense for the Montreal Alouettes as we go to the Calgary Stampeders against the BC Lions. Premier Wall.
I like the Stamps.
I love the hot mess. Give me the hot mess.
Going with the hot mess, the BC Lions. I'm going with that Calgary Stampeder defense this weekend. Fake Gainer is also going with the Calgary Stampeders as we get to the Ottawa Red Blacks hosting the Saskatchewan Roughriders. How do you think this one plays out, Premier?
It's sold out. The game's sold out. Going to be a big crowd, lots of Rider fans, and I like them. I like them for 10 points. Watch the offense click so that you guys can talk about something else.
I'm going with Saskatchewan, too, in a romp over the Ottawa Red Blacks. I think that defense carries over, and they smack them around.
Yeah, if I was in Regina and I had a taco in a bag and a margarita, I'd take Ottawa, but since I'm not, I'll take the Riders as well.
We're unanimous. The only unanimous selection this week are the Riders over Ottawa. Sorry, Saskatchewan. That is Premier's picks for another week. Premier Wall, have a great one. We'll talk to you next week. And by the way, the coin went 2 for 2 last week, or 2 for 4 last week.
Well, the coin, but it had to be ratified.
Yes, you did ratify the coin, but 2 for 4 by Premier's picks. Premier Wall, take care.
Guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
There is Premier Wall and Premier's picks. The final standings after Week 5, Premier and I at 9 for 20. Talking about smart meters. Good thing there's not one plugged into the green zone. And Gary and Fake Gainer, 7 for 20. That is where we stand.